Hello, this is me, QB, back again to talk about Nolan Wells. Um, this happened right after July 4th, and I wanted to do a video, but then I said, let me wait. I feel like more information is going to come out. And as I waited, like every few days, more and more and more and more information came out. So I just didn't. And then I think yesterday or the day before, I saw a whole new video. So I said, well, let me just do a video on my perspective because I haven't seen anyone talk about it in the way how I'm thinking about it. So here we go. Nolan Wells is a young 18-year-old black male, and he went out on July 4th with his friends to Horns Islands. And what we know, that's factual, Nolan did get into an argument with the friends he came with. Now, granted, he went to this island with friends that was all white. Now, I know that people out there is saying, blaming the parents, like, why would you let your kid go hang with white people, which is wild, okay? It's a lot of, it could, look where Nolan lives. Look at the school he went to, and he's an athlete, and those are his friends. Granted, he probably do have black friends, but who cares? Now, do I tell my 16-year-old son to be careful around his friends and around strangers? Yes, I do. Is there a difference between friends that look like him and friends that are not him? Yes, there is. But I tell him not to trust anybody, to always look for yourself, to always be kind, to not be judgmental, and to know who your true friends are. Now, these kids, what I gotten was that he grew up with them, so he trusted them. But I do know that over time, your so-called friends could resent you, could start being jealous, and then they start moving differently, or someone is coming in their ear saying stuff. Not saying that this is what happens, but that has happened to me. Now, Horns Island is an island where you have to take a boat to. So he was hanging. I don't like situations like that where you have to depend on somebody. So if you do something that they don't like, they can easily say, get off my boat. I'm not taking you back home. I never want to be stuck in a situation like that. And it looks like that could have happened with Nolan because he was with his friends on their boat and they had his cell phone. I always tell my son that if someone takes your cell phone, do not fight over a cell phone, because someone can accidentally get hurt or die, and then you are guilty. You could always get another phone. But I do not like when people take other people's things as a joke and then don't give it back, because I feel like it's an underlying thing that you have for me, and you just doing that to get a piss out of me, and I don't like that. Thirdly, I just saw a video dropped showing Nolan Wells on a boat leaving with a different group of white people, and how the guy was calling 911 saying that the boat was taking on water. Apparently the boat was leaking or it hit something, I'm not sure, but they was calling for help. And that was after the whole argument that they showed on the news with his friends. So it's a lot going on. I don't like the fact that the friends had his cell phone and that they deleted messages and videos. How they did something with Snapchat. Don't really know what that's about. But there's a movie, well, not a movie, a series on Netflix called The Residents. By the way, watch that. It's very good. I watched it 3 times. It's on Netflix. It's about a lady detective going to the White House trying to find out who killed the head usher. The body was found in the White House during a party, and they trying to figure out who killed the usher. All the staff and everybody that this lady interviewed lied. Either someone saw something and didn't tell what they saw, or someone messed with the body after the body died, moved the body to a different room and didn't tell the truth. Someone took the murder weapon and destroyed it. Everybody was doing crazy stuff that was prohibiting the detective to find out the truth. And it took her a long time, but she finally eventually got there, and find out who the killer was. But this is what's going on with the Nolan Wells case. His friends are lying. They are covering something up. At this point, I hate to say it, I don't think the friends killed him. I think they're guilty of something. What? I don't know. After seeing the video of him being on the other boat, you know, something happened for him not to be with his friends. And I don't care if we even get into an argument. We all still leaving together, you know. And that's how it is. That's why I don't understand about these group of kids. With my group of friends or whoever I'm with, if you go to the bathroom, I'm going to the bathroom. If you're leaving, I'm leaving. If we come together, we leave together. If you're going to tell me that you're not leaving with me and you leaving with this random guy you just met, I need to meet him. What's your name? Where you live? Oh, let me walk you up to the car. And I'm taking a picture of his license plate. I don't play those games. So it's very fraudulent, you know, and this case really make me feel some type of way because, like I said, I have a 16-year-old son. And I tell him all the time, you know, like when he's not, like he wants to go to this parade today. And I'm like, oh my God, parade is so dangerous. But I tell him all the time that if you get into it with your friends and you're somewhere, you call me. I should be the first person you call, and I will come and get you. And if I can't come and get you, I will send you money for you to be somewhere safe, because I will come and get you. I mean, like if he's out of the tri-state area. But I want my son to like know when you're like sense danger, sense something is not right, sense you know, like it's time to go. Like feel your gut, know what's going on. And I hope we do find out what happened to Nolan Wells, because there's so much going on and so many lies, and the parents are doing interviews now, the friends are doing interviews. The autopsy, they were supposed to send the whole body to Washington D.C. Why is the throat missing? How you send a body without the throat? That means the throat was not connected to the body. Am I right? You know, like they did the autopsy and then say it was inclusive. I don't know the word, but they didn't get any definite reasons of how he died, which is wild to me. That's just plain wild. That's crazy that you can't tell me how he died because you was missing a throat. I just, you know, and then where is it? Where's the throat at? Why y'all didn't send his whole body? And why are we sending his body all the way to Washington? There's no MEs where he lived. There's nobody out there. They should have flown a person in to do the autopsy on the body, not flown the body. That don't make sense. I just think more information is coming out. I don't think it's right to say the parents is in the wrong because their child was hanging with white people. I mean, this is America. It's all types of people. There's going to be a time where it's always going to be maybe one person in the room. It could be one white person in the mix of other minorities, or it could be all white people with one minority. Like, come on. Friends are friends. What we need to be teaching our kids is to know when a person shows their true self and how to believe them. When to know a person is not trustworthy. I mean, child, even at my big age, I'm still learning, because people who I thought was my friend turned out not to be. And I feel like resentment start to grow somewhere along the lines. And I did see the red flags, but I still was like, but that's my friend, you know? So even at my age, I'm still learning. I don't think I'm going to ever look red flags ever again. Like, I'm out. But you just have to know who you are and where you at all times. Okay? So I'll be back with more information.